household have been planning the Queen's funeral for decades, and this will be an extraordinary event with the eyes of the world watching on London. The Queen's coffin will be moved from Westminster Hall, where it's been lying in state for 4 or 5 days. It will be taken the short distance around Parliament Square to Westminster Abbey, where the funeral service will take place. The great and good from around the world will be in Westminster Abbey. Presidents, prime ministers, members of other royal families, the Queen's own families, and those close to her. She'll be laid to rest with full honour and ceremony in this religious setting. The Queen's funeral will be an extremely symbolic event which will bring together her entire country and the Commonwealth across the political spectrum and the generations. She's been monarch for 15 different prime ministers across the political parties, and all those still alive are expected to be at her funeral. And within her own family as well, with its well-publicised fractures, they too are expected to come together in a show of unity to mark her passing. Although the ceremony itself will hark back to an earlier age with its pomp and ceremony, modern technology means that this is an event which will be seen live by people around the world, billions of people, not just in the UK, but across the Commonwealth and the entire planet. It will be one of those moments that you'll remember where you were when you watched it. And this has been something that the royal household are really keen to ensure. They want as many of the Queen's subjects and those who have been touched by her reign to be able to witness her passing. When the funeral service ends, the Queen's coffin will be taken from Westminster Abbey and it will proceed through the streets to nearby Wellington Arch. From there, it will make the 30-mile journey from London to Windsor to its final resting place. Although the quickest route from London to Windsor is along the M4 motorway, the coffin will take the A roads to its final destination, and this will allow many members of the public to line the route and get a glimpse of the coffin as it passes. When it arrives in Windsor, it will proceed up the Long Walk, the scenic route into Windsor Castle. And then, as was the case with Prince Philip when his funeral took place, members of the royal family will then accompany the coffin by foot, walking behind it as it processes around Windsor Castle. Members of the armed forces will line the entire route as well. The final part of the procession will see the coffin move into the Horseshoe Cloister and then be taken up the west steps into St George's Chapel. St George's Chapel is where the committal service will take place. A key difference between the Queen's death and that of her father George VI is that he died young and unexpectedly, whereas Queen Elizabeth II has passed after a long and extremely successful reign. She has been a much-loved monarch here in the UK and around the world, and her impact has been immense. So this period will be a celebration of a tremendous reign as well as a sad passing. She's been the Queen during wartime and the Queen during peacetime, during happy times and difficult times, both within her own family and within the wider community. She's been a point of stability. She's been a fixed point for Britain, and her passing will cause immense soul-searching within the country about its place in the wider world.